guys and welcome back. In today's video we have another budget foundation testing episode. Now today's product is from Primark. It is the PS foundation stick. This foundation stick cost the grand price of £2 British. For those of you in the US, that is around $2.50. I've got two different shades to try and choose from today. We have the shade Natural and the shade Ivory. I haven't swatched them, I haven't tried them. No idea what they're going to be like. Are they going to be as good as the My Perfect Color foundation? I'm super excited to try these out. Let's get started. Let's open it. We're in. Now in terms of packaging, it's incredibly light. When I tap it, you can kind of see how hollow it sounds. The amount of product, that's it. That's where you get. You don't get that much. I have no idea which one is going to work for me. Part of me feels like Ivory might be too light and Natural might be slightly too dark. I'm going to do a couple of little face swatches. Let's see what they look like next to each other and decide from there. First up, we have the shade Ivory. All right, guys, are you ready? Now, I was not expecting that foundation to drag as much as it did. That was so freaking dry on my skin. I'm gonna give that another shot and hope that the dryness was user error. Oh my God, it's dry. We've got like a big lump of foundation that's just come off in the swatch. In terms of shade, I don't really need to try this one because I feel like that one works. This could work as a contour. I'm gonna humor it, I'm gonna do it. That did not want to come out at all. I don't know if you guys can even see. It is like flaked off the side there. Got like a massive chunk missing out of the side on this one. That was one swatch. What is going on here? I think it's pretty obvious which shade we're gonna go for. I'm gonna take the shade Ivory all over my skin. I'm gonna start by priming my skin. Today I'm using the Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid. I'm actually only going to apply it to the one side of my skin. That way we can kind of see a true indication of what the foundation acts like with a primer and also without a primer. Let's go for it and let's apply it onto our skin. I am just going to blend that out using my fingers. Just applied that primer onto the one side of my skin. Now it's time for the foundation and the moment of truth. I did feel like it dragged quite a bit across my skin. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my Smith 256 brush and just scrape off the very top bit of the foundation and apply it onto the back of my hand. It might give it more of a fighting chance to work on the skin. Hopefully stop that dragging sensation when it has been warmed up. I'm just gonna take some of that foundation and just dot that onto my skin, then using my It Cosmetics Complexion Perfection brush, very gently buff it out. I mean, that's not going anywhere, is it? Not moving. I mean, it looks good, but it just feels so dry. I'm gonna keep going. Why is it so grainy? It feels like sandy glue. So I've applied the PS foundation stick onto the one side of my skin, and this is what my skin looks like without it. I freaking struggled to blend that foundation out then, and I used one of my favorite foundation brushes and one of my favorite kind of primers. I'm still looking at it now and I'm like, oh, I missed a bit there. That's still a bit patchy there. It's falling into every little crack. It's looking a little bit patchy. Foundation should not be that much effort. You should not have to kind of work and drag and pull. I'm just gonna zoom right in. Let's dim the lights and let's have a close look at the difference. Thing I did notice is when I knocked the lights into low light mode, I do feel like it looked incredibly natural on the skin. It was almost more flattering with the lights down low. That never usually happens when we do up close foundation testing bits. So I'm just gonna move on to the other side of my skin. I'm gonna take what's left of that foundation, just gonna apply it onto the other side of my skin. That is not moving anywhere. I feel like even when it's warmed up slightly on the back of my hand, it's not making much difference. It's still really difficult and really thick to blend out. It's fallen into almost every kind of fine line on my skin. It feels like it's just kind of sat there. On first impressions, just by looking in the mirror, I'm kind of not really feeling it. I'm gonna take the shade Natural, and now let's try and use this as a contour to see if that will make a little bit of difference onto my skin. I'm just gonna take that into the hollows of my cheeks, push that in to try and get some shade out, and I'm also gonna take that onto my forehead, also on the bottom of my chin. Gonna go back to that same brush and just blend it out. I'm having the what have I done moment. That does not want to blend. It even sounds dry. Gonna move on to the other side. Oh god, this side is so much more difficult. That was way too difficult to blend out. Foundation and contour should not be that difficult to blend out. So I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm gonna move on to concealer. I'm gonna take the Tarte Shape Tape. This is one of my favorite kind of under eye concealers. A very small amount of that in the under eye area, also on my chin and my forehead. I'm just gonna blend it out. Just gonna leave my base there for now and just set it using one of my favorite all-time powders, and that is the Ben Nye Neutral Set Colorless Powder. I'm just gonna power through and finish up the rest of my makeup. Let's take a closer look at how the Primark PS foundation stick looks on the skin. Now, on first impression, I wasn't really too sure on how it would go. The liquid version of this foundation is in fact one of my favorite budget options out there. And one of my favorite daily foundations is actually the Makeup Forever foundation stick. In my mind, this could have been the perfect hybrid product that fits both of those foundations and works perfectly for me. What I actually have ended up with has been like a gritty, bit cakey kind of mess. And I'm gonna zoom in and show you exactly what I'm talking about. When it comes to that pigmentation and those breakouts, it has obviously failed miserably in a couple of places. Some of our breakouts around here, for example, are still showing through. Big area of pigmentation here. Other areas would be on the side of my temple. We don't really have that much cracking in that under eye area. We do have cracking in my smile lines. There's kind of no denying that my forehead looks cakey. I think the shade is working for me, so we've kind of got that going for us. I just think that in terms of the pigmentation, kind of sucks. Finish, cakey. And that's the side which we applied the primer to. Let's look at the other side. Again, we've got some serious pigmentation issues. None of that pigmentation has been covered by the foundation in the slightest. Bit of patchiness again around my temple here. Little bit of cakiness happening in the under eye area. So if natural no makeup is what you're going for, this one is not the one for you. I'm gonna leave this foundation on my skin. It is 5:26 p.m. I will check back in with you guys in a couple of hours. See you in a bit. Hey guys, and welcome back. So it is now 2 a.m. and my makeup has been on my face for over 10 hours. I wanted to sit down, give you guys a little bit of an update. Just gonna zoom in, let's have a little look, let's dim the lights, and let's see, most importantly, what's been going on. Let's point out the obvious, shall we? Got some definite patchiness happening on the cheeks by here. You can see that redness and pigmentation coming through. Also can be said the same about my chin and the center of my forehead. Oh my god, guys, it is so patchy and so creaky, especially in between my brows. It looks horrific. In my under eye area, we've got like full-blown separation happening on my skin. One thing that really pains me, I cannot think of a single redeeming feature about this foundation. Let's just say it didn't go very well today and leave it at that. Just look at my face. Like literally, look at it. At least it was only £2. I basically lost the pizza. If you wanted to try the My Perfect Colour Perfect Finish Liquid Foundation, £2.50. This one was amazing. This one looked amazing on the skin. It felt amazing. It had great coverage. If I could only choose between the foundation stick or the foundation liquid, hands down, go for the Perfect Finish Foundation. Didn't like the stick, loved the liquid one I tried before. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Have you tried it? Would you try it? Would you buy it? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a huge thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!